Welcome to the third season of the Nidd's Whitelist server.
Oh, I feel it in my chest. And I know it. I know that you're the best for me. In a sea of endless spaces, but my mind's in different places. I just wanna be with you. You make me tremble. You make me tremble.
I could feel it in my hands, I could feel it in my chest. We're the ones who understand.
You could see it in our eyes. You sit right next to my soul. When you're standing next to me, then my heart is in control. I could feel it in my bones. I could feel it in my hands. I could feel it in my chest. We're the ones who understand. In a sea of endless faces, my mind's in different places. I could only see you. You make me tremble. You make me
They call it creeping, I said loving, it's the only way for me. Filling out papers, signing waivers, but I stand outside its reach. I name your mother and your father and the first pet that you keep. I know your favorite place to dine at when your check comes in each week. I know you do your wash on Sundays and you separate your whites and that your car needs a new tire, 'cause last week I laid those spikes. I've got a million Polaroids with all the dates penned in red ink. I sneak a walkie-talkie in your room to listen to you sleep. You just don't know it yet, but you love me and I love you the same. One day we'll have a pretty wedding and I'll be your everything. We'll be together, yes, forever. We will never ever part. Oh, you don't know it yet, but baby, I've already got your heart.
Some call it stalking, I say walking, just extremely close behind. I'm sure if I sat down and inside your house. Gotta be as quiet as a mouse, or else you'll call the police and I'll get done for something stupid like disturbance of the peace. And piece by piece I am collecting all the things you leave behind. And when you don't, I rummage through your bins to see what I can find.
You just don't know it yet, but you love me and I love you the same. One day we'll have a pretty wedding and I'll be your everything. We'll be together, yes, forever. We will never ever part. Oh, you don't know it yet, but baby, I've already got your heart. You just don't know it yet, but you love me and I love you the same. One day we'll have a pretty wedding and I'll be your everything. We'll be together, yes, forever. We will never ever part. Oh, you don't know it yet, but baby, I've already got your heart. Already got your
You know, I wish there'd been animation in Space Engineers where I'm crossing my arms and tapping my feet. Or maybe just one.
Yeah, so last night? Because you've never seen this ship before, have you, Mia?
I've seen pictures. I've heard reports about you ripping little misses apart for it. Simulations, I'm sorry. Politically correct terms.
Yeah, I've been playing too long yesterday. I didn't quite have my my head in the right place. I just totally forgot that we had silver in the big space butt. And so I was thinking, how we got everything we needed to do needed silver. We needed more reactors and things like that. So I needed a reactor to build the ship. So I borrowed the reactor out of and not the whole reactor, just the reactor components. Let me check I'm actually... Yes, we're grounded. Good.
On a side note, I'm mildly terrified that you're letting me, with my insanely quick grinder, work up here, next to our umbilical cord.
Well, if you cut it off, you kind of only cut off your bit, not my bit. As long as you don't work below me. So you better be careful. Don't be in such a rush.
I'm not in a rush. The grinder is. It just pulls me towards blocks.
Well,
or drills, for that matter. Ooh.
If you can't handle the machinery, go for something slower.
So, I'm supposed to freeze myself.
What? Why are you supposed to freeze yourself? I don't get you. What are you talking about?
I'd be slower then? Never mind me, I was trying to make a stupid joke.
Okay. Is this the point where I just ignore you?
No, that's the point where you laugh. And
I
pretend
did.
you're my fake friend.
Aww.
And you find all my jokes, even though they're awfully funny.
Well, I normally do a good job of pretending to find your jokes funny. Come on, be fair.
Touché.
Right, okay. I think I can safely get out the ship and leave it alone. Oh god. Is that stable? It seems to be... Yeah, that's stable. Yeah, so last night, forgot we had silver, thought we need silver to build, to make more power and do stuff, and I need it. So I borrowed the reactor components, and I thought the first thing I need to do is go out and get silver. So I went out hunting for silver, and I found some not very far away, about 6,000 meters, and it was about 40 meters under the ground. and I mean, theoretically, the ship could tunnel, but I'd never tried it. And so its first job, rather than go, because what I really wanted to do was just go and test it on some ice down there, see like how much it could actually hold and what it could lift and stuff. But no, first thing I had to do was actually go and get some silver. Anyway, I got stuck down a hole for hours because I forgot to eject the stone. And so the stone weighed me down before I actually got to the silver. And so I had to eject the stone because I started slowly crashing, and so I'd switched on my drills to stop the descent. Oh, so that when I hit the ground, it would just drill instead of actually crashing. It works quite well. It's kind of a good ship to crash in as long as you manage to crash on your feet and switch the drills on before you land. Yeah, but if you do it fast enough, then you kind of carve through stone like it's butter. And I had mostly kept my right click on, so I didn't have too much stone at first, but I only took my finger off the right click for a few seconds while I was just adjusting, because I was falling so fast. And then it filled up with stone, and I started falling even faster into this hole that I was digging and sliding down. But it was all in the direction of the silver, so that was a good thing. But then I couldn't get myself out the hole, and everything was full of stone. So I had to sit in the hole pooping stone until I was free. Once I'd managed to, because I didn't have enough power, I didn't have all the thrusters. I was So I only had just that one big reactor working. I didn't have any of the little ones working. I was sort of in a half-built ship. So, yeah, you missed all the excitement last night, Mia.
I'm not sure if sitting in a hole for hours and pooping yourself is the way to go.
Right, anyway, you've moved my ceiling down. That's, yeah?
Yeah, I did.
Good. So you're happy
And I
with
realised we now have way too much space up there for living quarters. But maybe you like high ceilings.
I am quite happy with high ceilings. I mean, I've built a very high ceiling for myself. So that's fine.
I noticed. Well, most of that I just built. You just stood there.
Well, I had it built. It's just that somebody, despite me saying earlier on, are you absolutely sure I've given you enough room before I build my thing? Would you like me to move down a couple of blocks? And you said,
no, of course
yes.
not.
You said you were definitely fine. I definitely had the roof in the right place. You didn't need...
Nobody could have expected that you need like that much. I thought, well, maybe I could stick some living quarters underneath, but now I have to see I'd be living in the basement.
Told you. I said, before I commit to this space, that if I needed to fix my ceiling, I needed to fix my floor. Are you happy with where you are? I mean, you could have just moved your roof up rather than my floor down.
No, I couldn't. Have you seen the roof?
No, in fact, let's have a look. Let's take our viewers up there, in fact. So
it's mildly more complicated than your factory floor so far.
Oh, gosh, you have been busy. Yeah, you need me to move all this machinery as well, don't you?
Eventually, yes.
Yeah.
No, don't worry. Take your time.
All
Those
right.
are just prototypes for now.
Yeah,
So, imagine... Come over here, please.
Okay.
We're going on an imaginary adventure. I hope you and your viewers are capable of having imagination great enough to imagine this wonderful trip.
Okay.
So, you're coming down from the planet, and you land up here with the gravity.
One second. We're coming down from the mean. But the mean's below us, so wouldn't we be going up from the mean?
You see, you're imagining that with your limited space mind. What you need to think is... Come over here, please.
Over where? Oh, over there. Okay.
Follow me.
Okay. Oh, there's a
Use
thing.
the door.
Okay, sorry.
What you have to imagine is you're one of those low-life, earthbound planet Dirtface people.
Oh yeah, like.
And
like
their down
Anubis.
is up there.
Okay, yeah. So the dirt people are up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
so
down there.
they come from the surface of the mean, which is their high point, down to this thing.
I understand. Well, why would they be on the surface of the mean?
I imagine it's Boris's new plan. He can't fire cows anymore, it has, because he's now stuck on the planet.
That's
And
true.
so instead he's going to catapult the native life forms from the planet up here.
Okay.
And we're going to
We'll-
live of tourism.
Okay. So anyway, so we're going to live off tourism. We're expecting lots of tourists. Is this correct?
Now, while this is either New Vegas, lovely name, we need to explain that later on, or the mean visitor base.
Yeah.
Point is, you come up here, you fall out here, and
Yep.
bam, you're greeted by a reactor that's completely misplaced.
Yeah. That reactor won't be there.
Alternatively, if you look up, you have a wonderful view of Planet Dirtface,
You do? Mm-hmm.
or our beacon.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, and then you walk around here, I don't know what I'm going to put here, definitely not this.
No?
You see, from behind, this looks more like a butt ship than all of your butt ships combined.
Indeed.
And then instead, what they're going to do is walk out here to the balcony.
Balcony, yep. Yep, we have a balcony.
How else could you call this? A viewing platform where you can see aircrafts taking
Oh,
off.
I know. An observatory.
I'm not sure if that's the correct term, but I'll trust you.
Yeah, observatory works.
Okay, and then you're standing up here and you have a wonderful view, and because I haven't installed safety ratings, you'll
I
fall
was
to your death.
just about to say, are you going to install some, like, barriers or a wall or something?
I was thinking of a high glass wall so people can't just...
Yeah.
Either that
Just
or
something.
expand a bit with some landing platforms for incoming ships.
Oh, well, I'm going to have that downstairs. Oh, mind you, it's going to be more of a workhorse thing. All
Yeah,
the-
I know. Up
like the
here is
goods-
more for shuttle ships.
Is this a hotel? We never thought about this. You know I build a hotel everywhere I go.
Okay, dear.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have your hat on?
Yes.
Do me a favour, turn around and look up there. What is it called?
Hang on, I haven't actually got that bit of my hood on. Hang on, I'll switch it on. New Vegas.
Okay, and dear, you know the place where this name comes from? At least the Vegas part, not the New Vegas part.
Well, it's called New.
Shh. It's okay. And what do you think is there in Vegas? With, to no end in Vegas? What's there?
Hotels.
No, casinos. But they
Casinos.
all have hotels.
They do.
So this is probably either a hotel or a collection of them.
Good.
We won't offer any beds unless they're gambling.
Yeah, I would say that coming and staying with us would be a gamble anyway.